Hello everyone and welcome to my bookish channel, Moonlit Reads. Thank you for joining us today as we unbox the Red Queen 10th anniversary box set with sprayed edges. I purchased this from Amazon for $79.95. Let's take a look at what we got. All of these sprayed edges of the books are different colors, but they have somewhat of connecting art on them. On the top of all the books, there is a red blood drip transitioning into what appears to be silver dripping down. The front of this box just has the cover of the first book, and whereas the end of it has the last cover to the books. On the back, it shows all the books included in this set, and on the top, it says, "Power is a dangerous game." All right, let's unbox this. Push the box off to the side. The first book that you read in this series is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. On the bottom, it says, "Power is a dangerous game," like it said on top of the box. The sprayed edges are a light blue color with a full red blood drip. Here is the back of the box, if anybody would like to read that. There we go. That is the first book that you read in this series by Victoria Aveyard. The second book that you read is titled Glass Sword, and on the bottom it says, "Kneel or Bleed." It has a slightly bigger crown on the front. The sides are more of a teal color with a shorter red blood drip. There is the back of the book for anybody wanting to read that. The next book is one of my favorite covers. It's titled King's Cage, and on the bottom it says, "All will burn." This crown looks very, very sophisticated, I feel, and there is now, if you see that right there, is a slight silver drip on that. These have a darker blue, like edges on it. On the back, there is the back of the book. That is the third book that you read in this series. Alrighty, let's take a look at the next book. This one is very, very thick. This is Warstorm. And on the bottom it says, "Rise with the Dawn." It's a very, very thick book. These are very dark blue sprayed edges, and on the top there is our first silver drip being added into the blood drippings. Here is the back of the book where it says, "Victory comes at a price." There we go. This is the fourth book to the Red Queen series. And our fifth and final book in this series is Broken Throne. The crown on the front seems to be broken in half. Very shiny as well. Alrighty. Purple sprayed edges with a full silver drip on it. And there is the back of the book for anybody interested. And bringing back all of the books in the series, here is a look at what order you should read them in. I would highly recommend these sprayed edges. They are very, very gorgeous, and I think definitely ups the game on what these would look like on your shelf. Obviously, this is not the order that you'd put them in. Usually you put Broken Throne on the bottom, which is why the blood drip looks like. Looks like that. So I can actually fix that. So we put Broken Throne on the bottom, like they are supposed to be. It might look better. Yeah, so that is how it's supposed to go. The colors, which I think are very, very gorgeous. I don't know very much about this series, but I started off and I read the Powerless series by Lauren Roberts, and then I heard that she supposedly plagiarized the series, which is a whole big thing on the Book Talk and BookTube, Bookstagram, whatever, communities. And I was just thinking, you know what? I don't really mind. If it's a good book series, then it's a good book series. So I was like, I loved the Powerless books, all of them equally. So I figured might as well try the Red Queen, because if this is the original, it has to be loads better. So I figured I'm into all types of romantasy and fantasy books, so might as well give it a shot. Well, thank you for joining me. Make sure to subscribe and like so we can fangirl over books together. Until next time, goodbye.